All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NA Sunday Finals of the Overwatch Community Clash Anniversary, where we are going to have the boys versus the Rolling Ronalds. So, Sojo, I'm glad to have you back here again forecasting the finals here. We just watched the last match against where it was Chicago Butchers versus the Rolling Ronalds, and the Rolling Ronalds showed such great effort there in that game. So let's see how they're going to go up against the boys here in the grand finals of the NA Community Clash Anniversary. So, a little bit of a setback here as we were just having a little break for everyone else. But what do you think of this today's matchup for both teams?
So since I haven't seen TV, what does TV stand for again?
TV stands for the boys. So this one's going to be one of the
boys.
Yeah.
Since I haven't seen the boys play, I can't really say much about it. And with Rolling Ronalds, the issue was that the other team offered a very interesting performance. So I couldn't really get a proper read on how they played. All I can say is that I found the comps pretty messy, and I'm not sure how much of their the victory was a result of them playing well, and how much was just the other team soft. The other team not playing that well. So
It's gonna be interesting, but we do know one of the players in the boys, which is CU. So we played with them in the Pugs back in the when our Overwatch Discord used to host Pugs. So what do you think having CU in the team with the boys, at least initially, well, before we see the rest of them play?
Last I checked, CU was a Reaper May 2 So.
But how many? Like, I'm guessing this is like patches ago, right?
That was like way back in the day. Like, I've been playing with him since Beyblade. No, since December. All the way into like, I think into like end of Q1 2017, and back then he was like May Reaper all the time.
I mean, to be fair though, he has been sticking with that May with the May profile picture on the Discord for quite a long time. So I'm not surprised if he is a mage, if he's gonna be a May main as well.
I'm guessing he's gonna play May, but I don't know.
I mean, we'll see.
May has historically always been his favorite hero.
But obviously, the people that we should be pointing out for Rolling Ronalds, at least, is going to be Mr. Bad Jokes as the main DPS for this team. Nat and Arbellion, of course, being the main tanks for them. Sketch, I believe, has been doing very well as a off support with the Lucio plays. I haven't seen him in others. I believe he did Moira at one point, but I remember mostly his plays on Lucio. And I think that this team is somewhere around the... I don't know, it's like upper diamond level. I actually have no clue where Rolling Ronalds like falls in the SR range, but they have been playing very well, and their set plays have been amazing. That Eichenwalde push, ignoring the choke, using the May and the Symmetra teleport, that was genius. So we'll see how the boys are going to respond to that. Okay, and we are going to be playing Dorado for our very first matchup here in the grand finals. So is it going to be the boys taking it away, or is Rolling Ronalds going to have a comeback here from their semifinals win, and maybe they're going to bring it out and be the grand finals winner? We'll see up, and we are going to be starting in a little bit. So if you guys are just joining us here for the finals, thank you very much for supporting the Community Clash. The Community Clash is a tournament hosted by the our Overwatch Discord that showcases the best that the community has to offer in terms of competitive play. So this is a community tournament made by the community for the community, of course, and we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary. So we've done a full 1 year of tournaments already, and we are just happy to know that like for all the support you guys given us over the last year, and thank you very much for sticking around for these great games. And we are about to be underway here in a bit. We're just waiting for the map balance to finish, and we should be good. As always, the lovely co-caster for this matchup is going to be the Sojum, who's going to be giving us a color commentary and analysis of the match. I, of course, am your main caster and play-by-play caster, Poxy, and I'll be here with Sojum for the rest of the match. And we are ready to go. Also, Sojum, thank you very much for giving me support in the chat before the game begins. Glad to know that I have your overwhelming support here in the tournament. It's been a long day. We've casted the EU Clash. Now we're casting the NA Clash. It's been a long day for both of us. But hey, at least we get to watch some fun Overwatch. All right, let's see if we're going to be ready to go in just a bit. So let's get ready for some good Overwatch. Hopefully we'll be seeing this into a deep map 5, or maybe it'll be a quick map 3. We'll see. All right, our first map here today is going to be Dorado, where we have the boys on the blue team versus Team Rolling Ronalds on the red team. So, the boys are going to be defending first, while Rolling Ronalds is going to be doing the attack. Let's see what both teams are going to come up with their compositions.
I'm just curious about whether CU is going to play Mayor Reaper.
I mean, you played with him before. If he's going to play Mayor Reaper, at least we know that he's going to be good at it after having about 3 years of experience, so we'll see. But CU has been a regular community member here on the Overwatch Discord. The rest of the team... And he is running on Mate.
Of course.
I guess that is predictable. So let's see how they're going to run here. So we have, on the boys team, we have Havoc, CU, Case of Wolf, Wisp, Lululuki, and Willie B. And on Rolling Ronalds, you have Nat, Sketch, Mr. Bad Jokes, Yum Food, Arbellion, and No Lispy. So, looks like the boys are gonna be starting up on the high ground. As always, they're gonna go for a bit of... They're gonna wait until the payload goes under the choke before gonna go drop down. Let's see how Rolling Ronald's gonna respond to this.
So, to do my usual thing, I do not understand Rolling Ronald's comp. And looking at the boys, I would rather replace a Moira with a Lucy, with a Zen. He's running this, but let's just watch.
Let's just watch and we'll see. So, initial points up here. Mr. Badjoke's going to try and see him get a dive. I was about to say he's going to get a dive opportunity here, but he gets immediately dynamited by Havoc. Beautiful hit by Havoc there. He gets hacked by No Lispy. Casewell already taking out Sketch. That's one win for the boys. Let's see how they're going to respond to this. No Lispy is going to take out Havoc. Actually, Havoc survives this fight, amazingly taking out Mr. Bad Jokes, and that's going to be 2 down for Rolling Ronalds. Looks like the boys are in for a good fight here. Let's see how they're going to respond to this. A lot of them are low. Havoc again taking out Yum Food. Looks like Havoc is going to be the star DPS of this play for the boys. Already winning at least one team fight in this matchup, immediately taking out Mr. Bad Jokes, who switched from the Doomfist into the Ash just to try and counteract Havoc. So, ooh, beautiful shot by Mr. Bad Jokes there. So, let's see how it's going to be going here. Lululuki was able to revive Havoc, and Willie B's able to take out Arbellion. So, it looks like the boys is still in this fight yet, even though Havoc was taken out early. He's going to try his best to get back into the fight. No Lispy is playing it really dangerous. He nearly got taken out there. And he actually does get taken out by Wisp. Very beautiful shot there. Havoc drops out the bomb, and CU was able to kill Nat, who was stalling out on the point. That was a tough matchup there by Rolling Ronalds, and they weren't even able to complete that fight.
And the fight lasted like 1.5 minutes, so the time is getting lower. They aren't really... I mean, they're close to EMP, but outside of that, their ults aren't exactly the greatest, while the boys are gonna have 4 ults next fight. Potentially 5. Actually, definitely 5. So... I'm not really confident in Rolling's chances for this team fight. If I was them, I'd just go for a dry fight and then commit everything to the next one. But
I mean, we'll see. I don't know what No Lispy and Mr. Bad Jokes are trying to achieve. They're trying to dive, and he gets taken out by Wisp. Ooh, that was
nutty.
Tough. That was actually nutty. Oh, that was a bit tough there for Rolling Ronalds. Looks like they're going to still try and push this out. Case of Wolf has busted out the Coalescence to try and stall out the point. It's doing good work against the team, but it wasn't a Coalescence push to push. But the Blizzard by CU is going to freeze the rest out. Willie B takes out Rebellion, and Nat gets taken out by CU. CU putting some good work on the Mei.
And that was 1 ult.
And that was entirely just 1 ult. Yeah, you were right.
It is 1 ult.
I mean, that was 2 technically with the Coalescence. Mr. Bad Joke's trying to take a 1v1 shot here at Havoc. Takes him out, but Lululuki is here just to save his Ash. And, Lulu save her Ash, and luckily they were able to make it out of the fight. Let's see how Rolling Ronald's going to go through here. CU puts out a wall just to block out to at least isolate the fight here, but drops it down. Havoc already taking out Mr. Bad Jokes. On the count right now, it's Havoc who's winning the Ash 1v1 right now.
All cuts off.
Charge here by Wild Bee with the cut out Arbellion. Not enough. The Nano saves him. Big shatter there, plus the grab. That was a bit of a waste of the ult energy. Looks like the boys are going to win that, but that was a bit expensive for them.
Oh yeah, by the way, I say whatever you want, but okay, Coalescence is not an ult. It's just an ability with a very long cooldown. I don't care what you say. I will never call it an ult.
It is an ult. I mean, it's the same ult as ult as a Lucio beat, in my opinion, in the way that it can be forced for the initiation. It just doesn't have the same defensive capabilities as a sound barrier. But I still believe that it's pretty good.
it depends on the meta. Like
Yeah.
double shield princess is pretty good.
But I do see why you say that Coalescence is just a very long cooldown. It does make sense for it. It's not as impactful as most ults. It's only enough in a way that it just forces people to push. Let's see how Arbel's gonna big shatter here, gets blocked by Willie B. Even though that was a bit late on the EMP, they should have just waited for the EMP before they busted out the shatter. See you taking out Nolispi. Nat was able to bring out a grab, which is blocked by CU. Beautiful wall by the Mei, and it looks like the boys are gonna clean this up on Dorado, not even making it the first point. Last minute blizzard here by CU to take out Nat, and that is gonna be first point here on Dorado.
Not very clean gameplay, and they're actually getting punished now.
That wasn't very clean. I believe that wasn't there wasn't a coordinated push by Rolling Ronalds in this case. They really needed a little bit more help on their coordination, because every time they tried to make a coordinated push, CU was there to punish them with the Mei wall, and Havoc trying to take those 1v1s against Mr. Bad Jokes has just been punishing Rolling Ronald's DPS. I believe, you know, for every shot that Mr. Bad Jokes takes, Havoc pays back in kind. Like, I believe the count currently right now is at 3-2 on who's winning the Ash 1v1s.
Didn't right in the first fight, right? I'm pretty sure no Lispy and Mr. Bad Jokes both dove the Ash, and they both
They
died.
immediately got eliminated. I agree. That was a combination of both the dynamite by Havoc eliminating Mr. Bad Jokes and No Lispy during that dive, and the fact that Lululuki was able to damage boost Havoc. Let's see how they're gonna go on attack though. Mei is quite different on attack.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends on how they like defend, because I could either see Mei cutting off the LOS here and just getting under the payload once it's close enough, though it's gonna break too fast for the wall's gonna break before they can actually do that. So it depends on how the player on how they play around the payload and rotate abilities. But I'm guessing that they're gonna use the wall to like cut them off, maybe somewhere on the bridge area.
Yeah,
Probably
like the typical way where they hold behind the choke, wait, just isolate one using the Mei wall, and then immediately win the team fight this way. But you have to understand that CU being a Mei main probably already knows that trick. So let's see how they're gonna respond to that in kind. Anyways, we are now going on to the second round here in Dorado. Rolling Ronalds on defense with the boys on offense. Havoc making work on Mr. Bad Jokes. Looks like the Doomfist worked on. Looks like the Havoc is replying in kind to Mr. Bad Jokes Doomfist, taking out 3. Willie B taking out No Lispy Nad, and Mr. Bad Jokes finally responding back to Havoc. That was painful.
This is so sad to watch. Okay. No Lispy tried to wall off the Havoc with the Mei wall, right? But then Havoc still just went in. But still, he hit a bubble, right? And by the time when Mei wall is up, he's already knocking someone up and killed them. Then he went back out, and they had no Mei wall, so he dropped the Mei wall, commit. But since the enemy team, like CU, still at the wall, they more or less just two-sided, because you don't engage another team with a Mei when you don't have a Mei wall. That's gonna destroy you. Like, half the reason why you run another Mei is to counter the other Mei's walls, or just get value out of it in different ways. But you just don't engage it. So,
Well, I mean, that second round just was about 30 seconds long. We were just mid-analysis of that team fight when they won that fight. So, map 1 goes to the boys here in Dorado. Let's see how Rolling Ronalds is going to respond to this, now that they've seen how the matchup comes through. But what's interesting to note is Havoc. Havoc knows, I believe the boys did their homework before this match, because the boys did fight the Rolling Ronalds early on in the group stage yesterday on Saturday. So, I believe they have understood that Mr. Bad Jokes either plays Ash or Doomfist, and that was pretty nutty for Havoc to immediately switch to Doomfist and just kill Mr. Bad Jokes in one shot. That was a pretty nutty play right there. And then, of course, beautiful composition by the boys there, you know, putting CU at the advantage with that Mei, forcing Rolling Ronalds to try to switch out that trying to switch out their composition. I guess they're on the back foot this time, rather than compared to the momentum they gained when they were fighting Chicago Butchers. So we'll see how they're gonna go here in the next fight here on I believe it's going to be Control Point.
Oasis. So University's got a hard favor TV because of the Mei. I do not know how I feel about the other maps. Like I'm really not a fan of Mei on Gardens and City Center. Although obviously it depends on the comp you're running into.
Yeah, I believe the Mei on City Center is going to be quite dramatic because there's just too many flank points and you can't really wall off anything effectively unless you're pushing really hard up into the choke. So we'll see how Sia is going to respond to this, but we've seen him play Mei. You said it yourself, he might have been playing Reaper back in the day, so we'll see how it's going to go. But we're not, are we playing Oasis? We're actually going to be playing Nepal.
I'm currently playing Nepal. Okay, they said Oasis, but okay, Nepal, I guess.
Oh, I believe they banned Oasis.
Oh, the band Oasis. Okay, yeah.
All right, so we're going to be playing Nepal, so I think Mei's going to be good here.
Yeah, May's gonna be pretty good. May's pretty good on like every map. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. And like, I'm pretty sure Blizzard covers pretty much the entire point on every single stage in Nepal. So
Yeah, I think besides Shrine or Temple.
Shrine. There's like the giant
Like there's
long thing in between.
Yeah, exactly. There's the thing in between. So I don't think Shrine would be the point. But I know that Temple, they might be able to at least hide from the Blizzard inside the close quarters room in the drop. So we'll see how it's gonna go. But still, map 1 goes to the boys. We'll see how Rolling Ronald's gonna respond to this. Are they gonna take it to a map 3 on a 1-1, or is this gonna be a 2-0 advantage for the boys? We're gonna be finding out soon in just a bit. All right, our first game is going to be in Nepal Shrine. Oh, sorry, Temple, not Shrine. Temple.
The Sanctum, yeah.
So let's see what they're going to be switching on this composition. As always, if you just joined us right now in the Twitch stream, we have our Community Clash NA Grand Final for the Community Clash anniversary. We have the boys versus Rolling Ronalds, and the boys are currently 1 map lead in our best of 5 map series here in the Community Clash. So in 3 seconds, we're going to find out what composition each team is going to be playing.
May one trick.
Well, besides CU, because we know he's going to be a May 1 trick. That's pretty obvious enough. We know CU, whenever we know what CU is going to be playing for the rest of the 5 map series. Let's see what the other boys are going to be playing in this 5 map series.
I don't like the Widow, but maybe they'll make it work. On the enemy team, I don't see what the Reaper is doing in the composition. But outside of that, I actually like the comp. For once.
I mean, Nolispi might have an advantage here because the boys are going to be playing a quite brawly composition, so at least Nolispi has the advantage that he'll be able to get up and close and deal as much damage as possible. Because
I don't think he got much value was a diva, but
oh yeah, that is true. That is against a diva, so this could be a bit difficult. So let's see how they're going to respond to this. But Havoc, I believe, is going. Ooh, why even bother having a Widow when you have a May already? CU takes the first pick on Mr. Bad Jokes, forcing Yumfu to res Mr. Bad Jokes and forcing them to go 1 res. Havoc taking a bit of damage here on the Widow. It's a bit of a risky pick against an Ashe, especially in such a close quarter battle here. He nearly gets taken down by Mr. Bad Jokes. And it looks like CU's the only one in the fight. He gets taken down to half. And it's going to be a wild fight here. Ooh, it looks like Lululuki was able to push Arbellion down to choke. That's one tank down. And it's going to be difficult. Yumfu is already a bit difficult. It's already a bit low on that. He was able to get healed up. Wisp taking out Nat. Mr. Bad Jokes wrapping up, taking out both Havoc and CU at the same time. Nolispi putting work in the close quarters fight. He's about to take out, if he can go up, he can actually take out Willy as well. He takes out Willy. Now it's all up to if he can finish off Wisp before he can get the mech. He gets the mech, immediately gets Caseable, and with the skin of his teeth, Lululuki's able to get out of there.
And the Ashe player goes back to Ashe. I was like watching the 1v1 between Havoc and like Mr. Bad Jokes, right? And it was like watching Stevie Wonder use a gun. Both just missing each other.
Oh, you gotta get. I mean, to be fair though, Havoc was playing Widow against Mr. Bad Jokes, who had the damage with Ashe. Okay, you gotta give him credit. Miss Havoc
both missing their entire time.
Well, Miss Havoc decides to pay that in kind, taking out Mr. Bad Jokes, and twice actually. You gotta. The E is currently focused on their main DPS. That is just difficult. Actually, Nolispi putting in work as the Reaper. You gotta give him credit, Sojum. You said that the Reaper may have not be working this time. I think it's working pretty well because Willy can't seem to get the Matrixes out to block Nolispi's attack. And that's gonna be Rolling Ronalds on the win here. They're gonna be taking the point up at 43%, up to compared to the boys 16. So the boys are gonna have to figure out a way to counteract this because it is not looking well for them. Havoc gonna try that 1v1 fight again. Let's see how it's gonna work. Sketch has now switched to Zenyatta instead of the Sketch has been Zenyatta the entire time. He has Transcendence ready. Mr. Bad Joke takes out Havoc. That's another one on the board. It's just Ashe versus Vash at this point. Whoever wins gets that fight. Luluki brings Havoc back up to speed. And it's going to be the boys going to try and go around the world here. There's been no coordinated push. There's a main wall there to try and zone it out, but it wasn't enough. Dropping it right immediately. Nolispi takes out Caseable. There's the Blizzard by CU just to save the rest of his team, but it's not enough. Willie B takes out No Lispy. This could be winnable by the boys. Let's see how it's gonna go here. There's a Transcendence by Sketch to keep the rest of his team alive, and it looks like Rolling Ronald's gonna win this fight. Mr. Bad Jokes gets frozen out by CU. Guess CU doesn't want to give up this fight immediately, but who can blame him? He's apparently doing some good work. And I'm sorry, the boys actually have the point. What?
Yeah. The Blizzard like hard zoned them, and they kind of split up one by one, and then they just focused them down while they were all split.
That was impressive because I honestly thought Rolling Ronald was supposed to win that fight, especially with that with No Lispy taking at least 2. That's impressive. Yeah, that was a good fight there. Big Graviton Surge there by Wisp. He's gonna take 2 of the main tanks of Rolling Ronald, but they're gonna have to back out from here. Big Shatter by Willie B to take out Nat and Havoc there, but it looks like they were able to respond.
The backcapping.
Oh, they actually are backcapping. Rebellion's actually backcapping. Is he gonna make the point? Is it fast enough? No, it isn't. Luckily, he was Wisp noticed that, and you're able to back it out. But Mr. Bad Jokes take out CU. Big bomb there to force him out. It might actually be enough to backcap, and it does backcap. Enough to 99%. Beautiful play by Rebellion. And he's gonna...
into the bomb. I don't think that like Rolling Ronald are gonna win this fight.
Yeah, that back cap was brave. I don't think it was good enough, but it does push them on overtime. So all they have to do is just make it one. It's just wait for the point. Actually, they're gonna win this. No, actually, it depends. If they can actually stay alive here, they might actually win this, but it doesn't look like it. And no. Luluki is gonna bring Wisp back up.
I love use trans. Oh my god, they're inting the brains out.
They are wasting a lot of ultimates here just to stay the point. They could just back out right now. If I were them, I'd back out.
No. Oh my god.
Big shatter, big Graviton Surge there by Wisp, and that clears them out, and they finally get it. But at what cost, Sojo?
They were at 99.
At what cost?
They were at 99, they just have disengaged. Why do you think they win that fight? Like, they literally lost the fight the moment Mr. Dad Jokes into the Bob into the corner when nobody was, right? So they couldn't throw him out, they threw him out, and by the time when they like started fighting on point, Bob would have been pretty useful because they actually had like area control and they couldn't have taken the space. But since they messed that up,
well, C is switched off from the Mei into the Echo, and they've now gone to Bob. Bob's been slept. That was beautiful shot there by Wolf to sleep the Bob. And then Willie B's back up getting nanoed. The rest of Rolling Ronald's gonna try and go through drop to see if he can go through. Yumfood's about to get blocked out. I don't know why I said Hollywood. Willie B takes out Nat, and looks like Rolling Ronalds are gonna get booped off point here. Arbellion's trying to take out Willie B, but it's 99%. And Havoc's gonna clean out Sketch, and that's the boy taking first point.
Dude, Nat jumped off the map.
Oh, that is terrible.
I'm not sure where they got shadowed and tried to jump, but I mean where they got charged. Like I don't think he got knocked away by the charge. I'm pretty sure he like maybe got knocked and they tried to jump, but they missed.
That disengage. They should have disengaged. They got the 99%. They achieved the goals. They should have saved the trans. They should have waited until the point was taken, then come back with the transcendence, baited out the point. They could have gotten that win easily. But they forced the trans out, giving the boys such an opportunity just to wait it out, take out Sketch anyways, and then just win the point. So I honestly don't know what happened there.
Just like in the EU tournament earlier, as I said, on Anubis, disengaging is one of the most, knowing when to disengage is one of the most important skills in Overwatch.
Yeah.
It's what loses you entire fights.
Sometimes, Sometimes you guys gotta know that when a fight's lost, you gotta just back out and just try again, because it doesn't matter if you try and win the fight as much as possible. The time bank is the enemy, not the opposing team. Alright, so let's see how they're gonna go here. Good picks on both sides. They're still both running a Ryan Zarya comp, actually. CU's back on the Mei. Havoc already takes out Mr. Bad Joke's initial fight, and that's going to be one down for Rolling Ronald. Let's see if No Lispy can try his best to get a pick here. CU nearly gets picked out there, but he's gonna go Ice Block, and it's gonna still be a solid fight. No one's getting the point. Rolling Ronald actually caps it, since the boys actually give them the space. Even with one pick, that's actually pretty good for Rolling Ronalds. It gives enough time, I believe, for I believe it was Mr. Bad Jokes to get back into the fight.
He kept on gonna do this.
Ooh, big nano there by Mr. Willie B. Gets saved by Yumfood's beat. So it looks like both ults are going to be wasted on this fight. The Coalescence by Sketch combo by the Graviton Surge by Wisp. Beautiful Graviton Surge. Takes out 2, and that's going to be another... Well, I don't know if it's another fight formed by Rolling Ronalds. Ooh, beautiful pin by Rebellion. He's going to probably take out... Oh, but he gets slept by Wolf, and that's going to be a fight for the boys, taking up the point for the first time in this match. Sorry, for the first point in this round. In the stage. Thank you, Soju. But
that barrier, I think, but outside of that, I don't think they wasted too many ults.
Yeah.
The sound barrier was supposed to be necessary, though.
But I think Rolling Ronalds was able to push out 32%, and they have 3 ults. This is pretty good. So if Rolling Ronalds can manage their ult effectively, they're able to probably counteract this Blizzard by CU, they'll be able to do quite a good job here. So we'll see how Havoc's gonna respond with his Meteor Strike. It's probably gonna be the one that's gonna do it. He's gonna try and do a dive. There's the Graviton Surge by Nat. Havoc's gonna go straight for no Lispy, and the boys are gonna clean up here without much ults being wasted besides Nat. But they did... Actually, I think the boys did this entirely dry. Oh no, CU did use the Blizzard.
Yep. Which is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, one for one trade. I'll give them that. That was pretty good. They still have the slight ult advantage here if they can counteract Havoc here. Let's see what Havoc's gonna do. Big dive. Nope, sorry. They weren't. Havoc wasn't far enough forward. Actually, he gets spotted out. That is terrible. There, Mr. Bad Joke's about to have the Meteor Strike soon. All he has to do is just wait for the tick. That's the tick. Mr. Bad Jokes can get this entire backline in one go. Let's see how it's gonna go. There's no Lifey. All the ults are being used right now. No Lispy takes out 3. Nat takes out Willie B. Rolling Ronalds takes this point.
No Lispy just walked in the back line. He needed all of them.
Yeah, Mr. Bad Joke should have saved that Meteor Strike. He already had the fight won with the combination of No Lispy's Death Blossom, but he decided to use that Meteor Strike to, I guess, take out the ground. So we'll see.
He may have used it as an escape, but I didn't see it, so...
No, I mean, it was just to make sure that no one was flanking up around, but I'll give him that. But to be fair, he is playing pretty well right now, so I guess that was just for sure. But in response, CU has been switched over to the Pharah, and he's going to go straight and get as much rockets into that Graviton Surge as much as possible. Wolf taking on that. Looks like the boys have gone back into this fight, and No Lispy's gonna try his best to escape from here, but it looks like the boys have this fight. Let's see how they're gonna do this. Up on to point, it's just been back and forth for both of these teams in this stage. Let's see who's gonna be taking this, or are we gonna be seeing a third stage here in Nepal? 74%, ult economy equal for both sides. Both Lucios have their beat, so it's all down to whoever can bait out the beat first without sacrificing too much resources here. Let's see how their neutral game is going to be going out. Ooh,
he's on the McCree now?
Yeah, Mr. Badjoke's on the McCree. That's a good pick. There's the Lucio beat by Rolling Ronalds. They're the first one to bust it out. Second beat there by Lululuki is going to do it for the boys, and it's all down to whoever can get their shots out first. Mr. Badjoke takes out CU. Big shatter there by Willie B, and the boys are going to clean this up. Ooh, but the last minute Graviton Surge by Nat maybe not have finished this entire match, but the Coalescence is enough damage to do. Then there's a Death Blossom there by Havoc just to finish it off. So the boys are going to take this away, and that's going to be 2 matches here on Nepal.
I'm not sure whether you saw it, right at the first fight, right? Mr. Bad Jokes was on Soldier.
Yeah.
He instantly gets deleted by... Yeah, he was on Soldier right at the beginning. But then he got deleted by the Doomfist on the enemy team. And then he just insta-swapped.
I mean, he saw what he was doing. Like, I believe Havoc is currently just targeting... Havoc is currently targeting Mr. Bad Jokes, because, like, it's just a DPS versus DPS fight here, trying to get there into their heads. But...
Yeah, because, like, playing Soldier into Doomfist is like...
It's a GG.
It's a free 5v6, so...
Yeah, it's free real estate. You know, like, if you're playing Doomfist into that, like, you have no option. You either run away, which most likely you won't even be able to make it out before he charges up a punch, or you try and kill him beforehand, but you probably should have had a couple shots into it. If he already has shields, that's it. Anyways, that is 2-0 for the boys here in Nepal. Let's see how they're going to go on map 3 of this best of 5 map finals. Rolling Ronalds is going to need to do a momentous effort if they want to reverse sweep into this and bring us into tiebreaker. If not, the boys can run it away here on a 3-0 sweep. But I believe the star players for the boys right now is Havoc. And his hit scan DPS, like his Ashe plays have been remarkable, especially his Doomfist plays. Give credit as well to CU on those May plays, but everyone else is doing such a good job. Willie B has gotten a couple of good shatters in. So we'll see how Rolling Ronald's going to have to switch up their tactics to see if they can counteract the boys.
I mean, initially Havoc was doing like on like on Nepal, on like Sanctum, I'm pretty sure. Havoc wasn't exactly effective. Like he was like he was doing his best top impression with the gun. Let's just say he was constantly losing the duels via Mr. Dad jokes. But after that, when he went Doomfist, he actually did a lot more than on Ash. Because like on Ash, he was just kind of it's like he kind of existed. Like he kept losing duels, and after that, he just stopped taking them, right? And then he just kind of helped support his team more or less.
That is true. And Sojum, I believe, are you sure you're not playing for Rolling Ronalds? Because unlike Mr. Bad Jokes, those jokes are terrible, my friend.
I don't care. It's funny even to me.
By doing his best Toph impression, I would like to let you know that Toph did very well in the last Airbender. Just to let you know, he can see through. She can see through her feet.
Yeah, but if you give Toph a gun, she isn't gonna hit any shots.
That is true, but still, that DPS battle is going to be what's the X factor that's going to decide a lot of these fights. So we'll see next on our third map here on the Overwatch NA Grand Final Community Clash Anniversary.
Oh wait, Siu is having a bathroom break.
Yes, the players are going to be having a break soon. We'll be back in a bit, so stay tuned. And stay tuned for more Overwatch. We'll be back after this break. All right, looks like the map ban's already finished out here, and we are going to be playing map 3 of this best of 5 NA Grand Final. Is going to be in Eichenwalde. So, you think it's going to change here, going with Eichenwalde here for Rolling Ronalds, or do you think the boy is going to take it away and become our Community Clash Anniversary Grand Final winner here, Sojum?
I don't see RR winning this.
You think RR is going to be winning this?
No, I don't see them winning this at all.
Oh, what makes you say that? I think, like, I mean, we've seen them do their set plays back in the yes. We've seen them do their set plays in the match before that. It could be possible that TB is going to be expecting that play. So we'll see how it's going to go.
I don't know, but like they look super disorganized, and another reason why teams seem close was Control is like a super random game mode, right? And Control, as I said earlier, oftentimes worst teams get a chance and could win. So, as I said, I feel like the only reason why they keep the first place is because Control is like very skirmishy, and they could like get a ton of value out of just brawling. I don't know how they're working Eichenwalde, which like favors more coordination.
All right. Anyways, in about 30 seconds, we'll figure out how they're going to be doing this plays. But it looks like we are underway for map 3 of our best of 5 map finals, where we have the boys up 2-0 against the Rolling Ronalds. The boys will be defending versus Rolling Ronalds attack. So will we see that set play, or are they going to go straight into main and try to go for a more brawly fight? We'll be underway in about 7 seconds. We'll see their comp. So we ready for the map 3 of the best of 5 map series. Sojum, we ready to see the boys win this, or is it going to be Rolling Ronalds reverse sweep time?
Boys.
All right. Looks like you've already picked a winner here. So let's see if they're going to be playing up to their expectations, or maybe Rolling Ronalds is going to pull something out of their deck. Maybe go for a reverse sweep. I love the underdogs personally, so I want to see this into a best of 5 map 5. I want to see this into a tiebreaker map 5. But it looks like, based on the comp, Rolling Ronalds is going to be running that same comp just as before. They got No Lispy on the Symmetra, and they got Mr. Bad Jokes on the May. So let's see how the boys are going to respond to this fight. All right, we are now underway in Eichenwalde for map 3 of the Grand Finals. They're running the strat again. They're going to go straight into point, and they've gone straight past the choke, bypassing the entirety of the boys, and they're now already at the point. Looks like that was another beautiful set play there by Rolling Ronalds. You got to give them credit. It's worked before. It will work again.
Dude, that's actually so big brain. I love that.
I honestly love those big brain plays. You gotta give Rolling Ronald credit. That is a beautiful play that they picked up there. Just bypassing all of Eichenwalde's point. Heck, I might even just start doing that in my stack when I play in the ladder.
Yeah,
now.
Same, but like, let's do it.
So for sure, we're gonna be testing that out. Hopefully, we need a main in our pick.
I have a gold May gun. We good.
Okay, perfect. And that first point to Rolling Ronalds. Not even a contestation there by the boys. I mean, I don't know what much to say. Sojum, like, lightning does strike twice apparently, because it's worked twice in one go.
And, like, the boys actually scouted this strat out, so I was surprised at the fact that this fell for it. Maybe try to counter it out, I'm not sure, but...
Oh, well, we have a pause here. Looks like we're gonna have a technical difficulty. We'll be back shortly to see what's gonna happen. Yeah, it looks like we have a technical pause. Let's see what the issue is, but yeah.
Oh, Luluki, yeah.
Oh yes, Luluki has disconnected. So we'll see. Anyways, we're gonna be back here for a minute. We're just gonna talk a little bit about that play. How would you counter a play like that, though, Soju?
Honestly, I think it's best to just keep your cool and disengage, fall back, and since, I mean, they were running a Mei, right? So they could, instead of going straight to the point, because obviously they're gonna like block off one side, right? You could maybe, I mean, they're also running a Lucio, right? So you could essentially, you could like bait them into thinking that you go through one wall, and then you just rotate on the corner, or you have enough damage to break through it or go through. But like the problem is that you're just better turrets, they're gonna get slowed down, and they're gonna get like wrecked. Alternatively, if you see them TP and come from the roof, since they actually knew about the strat, right? You could just wall them off to cut them half while they're falling.
Or even then, even if they made it to the point, what they could have done is they could have walled up the right side and then gone around the long side right behind them, rather than take that fight all messed up. Because half of the boys were under the bridge, the other half were back up under the gate, whilst all of Rolling Ronald just decided to dive straight into point using, again, a beautiful show. I mean, that's gonna come up on Reddit sometime soon, obviously, because that was. I'm surprised the Overwatch League hasn't done this point one, or even like contenders.
I'm gonna end up in Noob Hunter again.
Yeah, it's probably gonna end up on Noob Hunter again. You'll never know. So that's probably gonna be a clip. I mean, it's happened twice in 2 tournaments. We'll see what's gonna happen.
What's the clip?
Oh, the May Bomb.
I know about May Bomb, but the other one?
Oh, actually, sorry, not 2 clips. I meant to say just 1 clip.
Okay. Well, so I know that we got in the first shot one time in tournament of the server, because like it is a tournament where like the team had like Tio, Reb, Exu, Aimer, Mick is XCM from
the EU match, yeah.
And like who else was there? I'm sorry for forgetting you. I'm sorry for forgetting
he's probably gonna hit us. He's probably gonna hit you on Twitter for sure, Sojum.
Wait, Aimer, Exu, Tio, Reb, Mick.
It's not Polo.
Polo, yeah, Polo.
Oh, it's Polo.
Yeah, Polo is like Ajax anyway. He like beats the inside of barrier and doesn't and like falls off when running off the wall. Polo, if you're watching this, I'm not sorry. Okay. So and like we actually ended up in Fresh Nuts was like Rebels playing Pharah, right? And he was like popping off, and then he blew himself up by shooting into the wall.
Jesus. And I'm guessing that was that a Noob Hunter play?
Yeah, it ended up a Noob Hunter.
Oh, it actually ended up a Noob Hunter. Oh.
No, sorry. Fresh Nuts, Noob Hunter wasn't really a big thing back then.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Fresh Nuts, no, it was daily Overwatch. So I'm so dumb. It was daily Overwatch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
like usually does pro clips.
Our very first Community Clash clip on Noob Hunter actually ended up before he did the face reveal. So sadly, he lost the channel, so that clip is now lost to memory. But it's hopefully maybe we'll get back on Noob Hunter again. You'll never know, depending on the clips. But again, that was beautiful play by Rolling Ronalds. They know that if it worked the first time, might as well work it again until they counter it. All right, it's taking a bit for Luluki to reconnect.
I think they're getting a sub because Luluki apparently has internet issues.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna have to hide that from chat. Glad to know that chat is still doing very well.
Dude, you should have seen chat when you took a break.
Yeah, no, it's great. I'm gonna keep chat hidden for now, Sojum.
I legit thought that I thought you put in the stream over there, and so I said some things in chat that I probably shouldn't have said.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We're good. Glad to know that CU does have very cold May blasts. We'll say
okay, so now I can safely, since the incident, so...
well, yeah, just, I still gotta get back to the point. But still, we're vamping a little bit, see how everything's going. If you just joined us, we're currently on a technical pause here. What happened is one of the members of the boys has disconnected due to internet issues, so they're going to probably try and find an emergency sub before this match comes up. So apologies if you've been watching us for quite a while. It's going to take a little bit of a delay whilst they try to find an emergency sub. But of course, thank you very much for sticking around. Me and Sojum are currently just vamping around, just to fill in the time. But hopefully in the next 5 to 10 minutes, we'll find a substitute that would be able to fill in for the boys.
Are you sure Chad is hidden?
I'm not going to answer that question, Sojum.
Okay, because if not, then
I'm not answering that question, Sojum.
no, if not, then
I'm just gonna say that as a professional producer, I am not going to have chat shown for these fights because
okay, that's good.
the community is a very lovely community, but you have to understand.
If chat was shown, I don't think I'm ever going to cast one of these again. So
No, I'm good. Thank you very much, Sojum. But make sure that the chat. You remember that you can still probably be chat banned on a custom game.
yeah, I don't mind. Like I barely play this game anyway.
Oh God. Thank God you watch a lot of it because.
Yeah. Thank God my brain is massive, and I watched maybe, like, over the course of like 3 years, I watched maybe was it 3 years or was it 3.5? Yeah, over the course of 3.5 years, I watched maybe 600 hours of personal Overwatch, 700 hours. So that made my brain expand, dude. I'm literally Mega Mind right now. Okay, I'm like, okay, like whenever I think, it's like, okay.
That is not. That's not a sound of thinking.
That's what I think, okay? It's like, okay, all the brain cells, all the IQs rush through the brain, and it's like liquid, okay?
That is not how thinking works, but you know what? I'll give it to you. Whilst we wait for this sub. Hopefully it'll come back anytime soon. I'm just waiting. I'm just
having fun with chat, so...
Yeah, well, chat can have fun with you. I'm glad that I'm just gonna be sticking around vamping. But while we're at it, I'm just going to say thank you very much for supporting the Overwatch Community Clash. We've been hosting this tournament for over 1 year now. And obviously it's a tournament for the community by the community. And we'd like to thank you for supporting us in this endeavor to make this tournament possible. We've hosted a monthly tournament almost for an entire year now. So we are glad to have your support. Glad to have you guys watching in chat, supporting your favorite teams, and of course, joining us in the tournament with your own team. So hopefully in the future you guys are going to be joining us with a lot more tournaments, and maybe when Overwatch 2 comes out, the community clash will be able to evolve a little bit more. We'll bring in more members, we'll have more tournaments, and hopefully we'll have a better opportunity to showcase the competitive capability of the Overwatch community. But for now, we are still on pause.
Dude, why do you think? Okay, so they're pushing the payload to like ram the door, right?
Yes.
But like, most heroes in Overwatch have mobility, and there's a hole in the door anyway. Okay. Just jump through and then open it from the other side.
Well, it's assumed that technically they're trying to break down the door so that they can get into this, so that they can like bring in heavy equipment or something. It's like a siege thing, right?
And it's like a siege thing, but like considering how powerful most Overwatch heroes are, do you really need to like break the door?
Well, that's assuming that maybe they need something in the payload to reach the Eichenwalde castle. Like, for example, the one in Dorado, the payload in Dorado is technically a nuclear power cell that they need to bring to the power plant, right?
On pause, apparently. On pause. I think they're continuing. Huh? What the hell?
Okay, they're unpausing right now, so it looks like we're going to be back into the fight, but looks like they're going to be playing 5v6.
Is this how the reverse sweep happens?
I think this may be the reverse. This might be where the reverse sweep happens. Looks like
not like this.
It looks like Ronalds is going to take a free map win here because the boys are going to be playing on a one map disadvantage. But Eichenwalde takes out Young Food, so this is going to be one of the most interesting fights of Overwatch I have casted, because this is a 5v6 match in which Rolling Ronalds is losing. Mr. Badjokes finally takes out Havoc.
No, they're committing.
I mean, Eichenwalde was able to take out No Lispy, so it looks like the boys are able to back out. Ooh, big shatter.
Counter charge.
Big counter charge there, but it looks like he walled off. They're just being stayed alive by the Coalescence. Mr. Badjoke died from Wisp, but they're actually winning this.
They're actually winning this. I mean, to be fair, Yum Food got picked up really early on, so it is more or less a 5v5.
Big shatter by Rebellion. He's going to try and get this out. He's not going to go charge into this point, but the Graviton Surge there by Nat takes out Willie B, and Havoc takes out No Lispy, so that's obviously the fight has to be won here by Rolling Ronalds. CU trying his best just to stall out, so we'll see what's going to happen here. And that is CU just stalling out the point. 4 minutes 13. I guess Rolling Ronalds is going to be winning this fight.
I don't agree with that. Oh my god, he actually would have picked the Pharaoh of all heroes. What are you doing?
I didn't even see that. I didn't even see what Havoc did there.
She just dove into the payload, got a pick on Pharaoh, and just eat it out again.
This is a different form of Overwatch, more than I expected.
That shouldn't happen.
This really should, but still, Rolling Ronalds is winning this. No doubt about it.
Is in a flank again?
Let's see how he's gonna go here. Big dive here by Havoc. Takes out Yum Food. Meteor Strike is probably gonna take the back line. He's gonna try his best. What's he doing here? Big slide.
He's going for triple strat. Going to Pharaoh.
Oh, and he takes out No Lispy. Would Willie be taking out Mr. Bad Jokes? The 5v6 can't happen. I can't believe what I'm seeing. What is this fight?
F5 was all needed to make it fair.
The reverse sweep is... Okay. This has to now be... Rolling Ronalds has a chance here. So let's see what's gonna happen.
This has to be the fight. This has to be.
this
Oh,
has
Lulu's
to-
coming back.
And Luluki has reconnected
Oh,
back
Lulu,
into the fight.
It's game over. Like,
I honestly,
back,
okay,
though.
big dive here by Havoc. Probably gonna go try and take out Sketch is out of the fight
Yeah.
already.
Mr. Bad Jokes doesn't agree to counter the Havoc since he keeps yoinking. He's back again.
Oh, the Panda Hammer wasn't able to work. It looks like Havoc's gonna escape with just a little bit of his life left. 14 HP. He is saved.
He's going back in. Takes someone out. He doesn't kill. Doesn't get the kill though.
No Lispy was able to take out Havoc finally. Let's see how this push is gonna go. 2 minutes 33 on the clock. This is, I better believe this is one of the most interesting matches of Overwatch I have casted. A 5v6 and the point is still being contested. This is amazing for the boys. They have pulled something quite magical, I would like to say.
Oh, Theo went high ground using the wall and Vader a flashbang.
Oh, big shatter here, but it's combined with the Graviton Surge.
Goes in after. Okay. Theo went high ground with the wall. Vader out shatter and wait, why are you calling? What the hell, man? Okay. Basically, Theo went high ground with the wall on on the bridge. Instantly ice blocked the moment he used flashbang. Baited out flashbang, and then Havoc used that to kill the McCree, so McCree couldn't do anything to him.
I honestly, what is like that was amazing play. Havoc taking out No Lispy again. It's the Havoc show at this point. They really need to figure out how to counteract the Doomfist, or else they're not going to make it past the second point. Havoc taking out Yum Food. It really is the Havoc show at this point. Havoc has made it back out to survive. Let's see how they're going to respond to this. Mr. Bad Joke's going to try and focus on Havoc, but he escapes again. And this is going to...
Okay, the flanking around, so they can go high ground, I'm guessing.
All right, they're gonna go try and go for a close quarters match. They know that this is a chance that they go. Luluki being dangerously close to that push there. He could have actually gotten the fight.
Them.
And I believe
them.
there's the beat by Yum Food.
Beat, okay.
They're gonna try and push this, but they should have been more aggressive with that Lucio beat.
Havoc used himself off the back.
Yep, I see that on the background. CU takes out Yum Food, makes it a 1v1 pick, but No Lispy takes out Wilby. Willie B. CU takes out Nat. CU just making way for his team, being the only one trying to kill everyone here. Wisp takes out No Lispy, but it looks like he's the only one left. He gets zoned out by his own wall because he has to survive, and it looks like the payload moves thanks to the Rolling Ronalds.
Havoc says his indicator didn't register.
That was, yeah, I guess that was a no-reg there. And he's going to try and go for a dive here. He's going to try and go, but he gets shielded by Nat, luckily. Combined with the Meteor Strike, they're going to just try and go. There's a lot of ults that are just being wasted for no conversion. Willie B takes out Rebellion. That is, if Luluki can get a beat out here, he'll be able to save the rest of his team. He's probably going to beat right now. We'll see what's going to happen here, but it looks like he doesn't even need it at this point. There's the beat to keep them alive. Rebellion's going to try and come back here with the ball, but it looks like this is going to be a push here for the boys. There's the last minute grab. CU takes out Nat, and that is going to be the stall that the boys needed. And that's going to be 1-0 in Eichenwalde.
Dude, imagine losing a 5v6 to a 6v5 to a main one trick.
That I don't know. That should have been a point. 5v6, that should have been a point. I don't know what just happened. I am currently baffled at that play.
I'm just that entire second. Okay, since everything since disconnected has been amazing to watch. Like
Rolling Ronalds, when Luluki wasn't going to play, because Luluki, I believe, was playing support that round, so they were down one support. So it was all down to, I believe, Wolf to keep the rest of the team alive, and somehow being on main healer was still able to do that.
Just keep them alive.
Yeah.
Wolf was just alone on Myra, kept the entire team alive, never ever died.
Coalescence enough to even get CU a kill. and stalled long enough for Luluki to get back with internet issues.
That's actually so pog from Croatia.
That is a play that I did not expect to see. After a 10-minute push, I mean, to be fair though, after 10 minutes you kind of like zone out a little bit, but not in that manner. I don't even know what to think about this. This is an interesting place. Let's see how the boys are going to respond to an attack here. They're not going to go for that Symmetra trick that the Rolling Ronald's going to go. They're going to go for a classic push up towards main and see if they can get some picks that way. We're going to all look at Havoc here. I'm going to do the
Chipsa strat.
He's doing the Chipsa strats, exactly. That's a Chipsa Overwatch strat right there. He's going to try and go for the backline, see what's going to happen to him. But it looks like the rest of the Rolling Ronalds are going to be fighting the boys here. Let's see what Havoc's going to go. There's the big shatter here. Oh, sorry, the big push there by Havoc. He nearly takes out No Lispy, but he gets saved by his healer. Good shot there by Sketch and Yumfu to keep No Lispy alive, because that should have been a pick by Havoc. That was a beautiful dive there. That was a Chipsa dive, if anything I've seen. Siyu takes out No Lispy at the end, and Yumfu takes out Siyu, so it's a 1-to-1 pick. Let's see what's going to happen here. Wisp takes out Yumfu, Havoc takes out Arbellion, so the boys probably have this pick unless Mr. Bad Jokes can get those plays, but he doesn't, and that's going to be first point contested for the boys.
I love how the tanks keep counter-charging every time. like even when a nano just counter-charge, right? I mean, that doesn't make sense, but it's just funny to watch.
It is, but like, I mean, Havoc really has been watching those Chipsa videos. There's another one of those Chipsa pushes again. He's going to try and get into the high ground. The set plays by both teams, it's quite interesting. It's not Overwatch as you see in a ladder. It's not Overwatch you see in competitive. This is set play Overwatch. This is like, we practice this just so that we can do the meme strats. Let's see how it's going to go. Havoc wasn't able to get a pick on that Doomfist strat there, but Luluki's still supporting him as much as possible. Havoc nearly gets taken down.
See you wait the wall. So they shouldn't be able to engage with that. I'm surprised by the fact that I'll build again. that aren't like re-engaging. Aren't like engaging since there's a wall. They're just letting them set up and also letting Havoc get behind them. Oh no, Havoc is dead.
Ooh, Mr. Badger takes out Havoc. Beautiful shot there on the Hondo. He's gonna Dragon Strike as well to keep it out. He takes out Luluki just on the Dragon Strike. Takes out, helps take out the Zarya as well, and that is going to be good fight won by Rolling Ronalds.
I'm pushing to spawn, no. Mr. Bad Jokes.
That was a too aggressive push by Mr. Bad Jokes. He shouldn't have pushed that into, pushed too far into that. No, Wisp has the advantage, taking out Mr. Bad Jokes. There's a grab there, but he's alone on the grab. That's pretty interesting play. Combined it with the Blizzard, it might be enough. A combination of both those ults gets two of them.
And they wasted beat.
Oh, did they actually waste beat?
Yeah, Yummy Food beat it and then see you just yoinked him out of the map. So.
Oh, that is horrible.
I was gonna comment on how I really don't like the grab Blizzard combo. Like, I've never liked the combo, ever. But, oh my god, Zero kills Mr. Bad Jokes.
Ooh, I'm looking at Luluki just 1v1 this Reaper here. That was interesting.
No Lispy. Oh yeah, it's over.
That is over, and
that's such a GG.
That is a GG. There's the last minute Sigma, but it's not enough, and that's GG. The boys wins map 3, and they are our NA Community Clash Anniversary Grand Final. Thank you very much, Rolling Ronalds. But that was a big stomp by the boys.
5v6.
The 5v6. I still can't believe that play. That was a 5v6 play.
What did this guy's
insane? Sketch takes that and West takes. Congratulations to the boys and congratulations to Rolling Ronalds, but of course I'd like to have a shout out to the boys for winning. They are our NA Community Clash Anniversary Grand Finalists. Thank you very much for supporting. You guys are going to win a coveted Discord role over in the Discord sidebar. Rolling Ronalds, thank you very much. You guys did such a great job in that the semifinals and the finals. Sadly, it was not enough to get the boys back. And yeah, I honestly expected this match to go quite differently. So I am still surprised and shocked at what just happened.
Oh, apparently we're getting a post-match interview.
Yeah, we are getting a post-match interview. Let's see who we can bring in for the post-match. I believe it'll be the team captain of the boys, but Havoc for MVP, I believe, for that in the team. So, I mean, honestly, so I think we've said most of what we can say. I mean, immediately during that 5v6, I think we've said all of what we could say just on that point alone. I mean, Rolling Ronalds, they tried their best. They did really good. They did extremely well on that first push. Like, that set play, that the trick play with the Mei and the Symmetra teleporters really puts the boys off guard. But I mean, it's just pure mechanics, and they win the game just outright.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't know whether like rolling. Oh my god, my brain's
rolling
so small.
Ronalds, trust me, it's the same as well.
Ronalds? I'm not sure whether like rolling Ronalds were like, oh my god, it's 6v5, we can win this instantly. We can just brain AFK this or whatever happened. Maybe they got too confident because the fight didn't favor them. I have no idea, but they had no business not pushing into third.
Yeah, that should have been a 3-point fight. Like they should have taken advantage of the 5v6. They would have been down one support, and that's it. That would have been the fight. Just stay together, sustain, overpower the DPS, and then just push forward together. But they got isolated, got picked off by Havoc, and then entirely just enough time for them to back out.
Like I legit won't put the smoking and just I wonder whether it'll also make me like I don't know.
Anyways, we're gonna be bringing in Wisp from the boys to have a small pre-match interview. So post-match interview. So we'll be right back in a bit with Wisp from the boys. So let's see how it's gonna go. But thank you very much for sticking through in the Overwatch Community Clash Anniversary NA Grand Final. If you just tuned in after the break, the boys have won with a 3-0 map win on Eichenwalde against Rolling Ronalds. So congratulations to both teams, but congratulations to the boys.
Alright, hello.
Alright, hello. Is this Wisp?
Yes, it is.
Okay, first and foremost, let me just say congratulations on winning that 5-map series on Eichenwalde. You guys did amazing even after Luluki decided to disconnect halfway through. But
yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. So
thank you.
Yes, so we'd like to just pick your brain a little bit on the matchup. So just a little bit sorry, I still have to just get my mind over the fact that you guys still won that 5v6 thing. So,
hey, it's okay.
Yeah, so just a little bit on that Eichenwalde match. So that first point, when you saw Rolling Ronalds pull that Symmetra Mei strat, were you guys surprised after that?
We were very, very surprised because our plan was we had told Havoc Havoc wanted to go for a rollout. So we're like, that's great. We'll play at choke so that we can support you on the rollout. And then they did that, so we just weren't ready to rotate in time, and they just stormed points so fast. It was, I haven't seen that in a very long time.
It's insane. Trust me, from an observer's perspective, it was insane. But we saw them do it in the semifinals. And we thought that because maybe before the match you guys were watching the stream, so I thought you guys would have been prepared for that.
Yeah. We had been watching the stream, and that was one thing that we just kind of forgot. We were like, all right, let's make note of that. They're probably going to do that again. And by the time we got to this, we were just so focused on all right, what's our strat going to be? How are we going to win this? Instead of what are they going to do and how are we going to counterplay?
Okay, but to be fair though, it is a bit of a difficult strat to counterplay. So me and Soldier were just talking about it during the break. So to be fair, you guys did extremely well to counteract it. Now, the second point, which I believe is the elephant in the room, how did you guys pull off a 5v6 stall on the payload?
So the biggest thing was obviously we built ults very fast. I was high charged the entire game on Zarya, so I was building grass left and right. I definitely think that was a big part, but CU's stall by himself on cart, that 10-second window where he was just by himself, not moving cart at all, that helped so immensely for us to get right back in with our ults to win the next fight. And I think that was a huge factor. And just the fact that our ultimate usage in general was just really efficient.
Yeah, you guys were comboing those ults pretty well, but it's just Havoc on the back line was just insane on Doomfist. Every time he would come in, every time he was on Doomfist, he would come in through the for example that Eichenwalde. Every time he goes in with the Doomfist flank, 2-3 DPS, 2-3 backline picked off right away, or even 4 if he gets the meteor strike out, which is insane by itself. Just because you guys have such great chemistry on trying to combo those rollouts on the Doomfist. So.
Yeah, he's a really talented player. Yeah. And, we've played a lot in comp together. We queue a lot together, so I know his playstyle fairly well. He knows mine. We flow really well together. Yeah,
so it's great that you guys were able to do this. So just a couple, we're just going to be running through the rest of the team as well. So CU for first and foremost. We've met, we know CU from the Overwatch Discord, and we know that he's a main. He's obviously shown that in this tournament. So how was it trying to...
Wow, he is a very gifted Mei player. I personally, I did not know CU before this tournament. I've never played with him before, but playing with him was really fun, and he's just so strong on the Mei and Pharah. I was really surprised at how well he could work with his walls and stuff, even on maps where Mei is just not favored at all. It was a really, really, really great performance.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit on that Nepal map, especially there's okay. So normally the Eichenwalde map, I think, was one of the, like, for us was like the play because of the 5C, because of the 5v6 hold. But let's go talk a little bit about what happened in Dorado and in Eichenwalde. So the 1v1, I have to ask, did Havoc immediately start targeting Mr. Bad Jokes? Because that 1v1 immediately, Havoc, Ash, and Mr. Bad Jokes and Ash was just entirely just like, it was an entire fight on its own. Like, I had to keep score just for that, of like who was picking off who.
Yeah, when we originally watched the VOD, we noticed that Mr. Bad Jokes was going to be one of their stronger players. So Jotaro, or Havoc, sorry. Havoc had definitely been wanting to take those 1v1s, especially on Doomfist and Ash. So that was pretty much the plan from the get-go.
So you guys already knew those. You guys already knew those, like the pre-strats. So you're able to like prepare for that, because immediately me and Sojin, when we were casting the last match, we immediately said that the way for Rolling Ronalds to win this is to make sure that they keep enabling Mr. Bad Jokes, just to keep making those plays, because he was the star DPS on that team, but the rest of the team was still doing pretty well. A quick shout out as well to your supports. I believe Wolf was doing extremely well, and Luluke, I believe, just coming back from that disconnect and still being able to get back and play, I think was just impressive enough.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, that was, that took a lot of mental fortitude. That was really, really impressive.
And also the fact that Wolf was alone during that fight as Moira and still kept the rest of you guys alive. So
Kesa is a fucking phenomenal support player. Any support in the game, he plays it to such a pristine level. He's really great.
Okay, and of course, you and Willie B were great on the combos with the Grav and with the Shatter. So like, props to you guys. I just have a question. A lot of those plays also relied on comboing the Graviton Surge with the Blizzard. Is that like, it's not really a very common combo, seeing I feel like it's a waste of both ults, which kind of like both serve the same purpose, which is to just to disable and CC most of the players. Was it on purpose that you guys kept doing this Graviton Surge Blizzard combo?
Surprisingly, yes. And I know that might sound weird, but we wanted to keep doing that because me and CU are both very mechanically competent. We're both very confident that we'll be building our ults very quickly. So if we can just get our ults, the faster we get our ults out there, the more ults we can build in the long run. So the more we'll be able to use those combos effectively to win fights. It's just a safer fight win, especially when we're going to be cycling ults so quickly.
Okay. Couple of things as well. On Nepal, I gotta ask, why the Widow pick?
So we just went for Widow because last time we played on Nepal, Havoc played Ashe and he was doing really well. And so also another part is we played Quick Play right before this and we had Nepal and he went Widow on Nepal and he just started doing really well. So we're like, hey, why don't you do that in a tournament? And he was like, okay.
Because it's surprising. Usually, especially on Nepal Temple, which is quite close close quarters. There's no long sight lines that you could take advantage of. A Widow pick against, like, especially when Havoc and Mr. Bad Jokes was doing that 1v1. Me and Sojin were just looking at that fight. Is like, that's about a 95% miss rate for both players there. What was happening? But like, it's just It was interesting, but even then, both of them played extremely well. I think it was just down to like whoever can get the picks off first gets the team fight. But again, congratulations on that fight. This one's pretty interesting. So mostly, I usually ask a lot of the teams after the fight ends if they're an organization or anything. But I believe you guys are all LFG players.
Yeah, Havoc, Kesa, me and Lulu are friends. Havoc and Kesa are friends. I'm friends with Havoc, and I've played with Kesa a lot in comp just because we're in the same SR range. So we kind of all knew each other, and we were sort of like, hey, we heard about this tournament. Why don't we form a little thing together? And we were like, okay. Havoc found CU for us, and Willie joined the team. And we never, I don't know, I guess I didn't expect much, but we ended up having a lot of fun. We were really coordinated together. And honestly, I'm extremely impressed by Willie's performance. Even though he's gold, he played honestly like a diamond or master.
He did. Actually, those were some great chatter plays by Willie B. So I like.
Yeah, he's a really, really great main tank.
Yeah, his main tank. I believe the main tank. His main tank plays were really great in the core, just to survive a lot of those. Nepal, the counter shatter with Willie B and the counter shatter against Willie B versus Nat, that was impressive. I believe it was Nat. I don't remember, but still, it was like one shatter took out half your team. and then Willie B then counter shatters to take the rest of them, and then I believe Havoc Death Blossoms into that, winning the entire fight. So that was impressive fight, just all in all. But even then,
we were complimenting that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really say about like how to promote you guys, because I mean, you guys are an LFG team. It's great that just like from the community alone, a bunch of guys are just able to just come in, just start a play, and then, you know, the chemistry has already been built so fast over the course of what, 2 days?
Yeah.
So I mean, congrats to you guys, because normally a lot of the teams who play this game have been playing other tournaments, have been playing in ladder, been playing in open division. I mean, you guys are just a bunch of players that just came in, so congratulations for just like standing through.
Guys.
Yeah. So Sojum, you have anything to add? Just for as an aside?
Nope. Apart from the fact that that CU is a filthy main one trick.
Is-
All this has been. Literally since 2016.
Yeah, I mean, we were just looking at that and we were like, yep, that is going to be May for the entirety of the 5 maps. Luckily, it was only for 3, but still. Anyway, so before I let you off here, Wisp, congratulations again. Thank you very much for attending the Overwatch Community Clash. If you have anything, I mean, like, I know you guys are just a bunch of friends, but if there's anything that we can, like, you know, but like if you guys got socials or streams that you want to like promote a little bit, usually we give a couple like minutes just so that you can like get your name out there if you guys are going to be doing future tournaments, or I mean, if you guys are just a bunch of friends, just, you know, just maybe we'll see you in the next tournament. So
yeah, maybe. I mean, I personally do have some socials. I know Dorado has his stream as well. My Twitter and my Twitch are both a Wisp main. I stream sometimes. I've been hoping, you know, to get a little bit more into the scene, and I'm definitely gonna be looking for a proper team and doing more tournaments. And I know Havoc wants to as well. We want to join a team together. So.
All right. I mean,
look out
just
for us in the future.
if you guys just, I mean, if you guys just show the VODs of this stream, I'm very sure people will going to start messaging you and accepting you. And you already have the Community Clash Discord role in the sidebar there, so your name's going to be out there for exposure. So good luck in finding a team and participating in the tier 3 scene, which is going to be a lot of. I believe there's going to be a lot of tournaments. Hopefully, you guys make it to open division as well. So
I would love for that to happen.
But yeah, so congratulations again, and thank you very much, Wisp, for participating in the tournament. Congratulations to the boys for winning.
Thank you.
You guys are now our Overwatch NA Community Clash Anniversary Grand Finals. So, all right, and that is it. Thank you very much for everyone who's been sticking around with us. This has been a pleasure to host and to cast as well. Me and Sojum have been at it since the EU final this morning, and it's now 10:32 on the dot. So thank you very much again for sticking around. We appreciate your support so much, and again, thank you for sticking around. We'll be back. We'll have I do have a short video to show you guys after this, but thank you very much for sticking around, and congratulations to the boys. All right, Sojum, so thank you very much for sticking around, my dude. It's been 4 hours roughly of this cast.
Okay, Brilliant helped. I think I got a bit too amped, which is bad.
What happened?
The rhythm kicked in, and maybe a bit too amped.
All right, my dude. Anyways, I gotta go start signing off everything. So thank you very much, Sojum, for sticking with me for the entirety of the grand finals, both EU and NA, man. It is a pleasure to cast with you, honestly. So I ain't gonna lie. So it's been a pleasure to cast with you. So thank you very much. So I'm gonna sign you guys off. This has been the Overwatch Community Clash, both the NA and the EU final. This is Sojum. My name's Poxycaster. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys in the next Community Clash.
Oh, they actually did. They actually busted out the main bomb.
Luna falling is absolutely massive. They have near to no heals, and now it's starting to show.
There's the shatter from Kavan, takes out 3, but the invulnerability shield and the main wall saves them.
It's not a one trick, my friend. This is a very real ritual trick.
Taken out. That is textbook perfect for Team Burger.
I am throbbing. They're actually popping up.
Slater takes out Batterman. It is the Wild West in Paradise Gladiator actually win this.